and still it's being impacted by global warming. So that says a lot, So we need to get this message out and bring all the stakeholders, the governments, the business entities, everyone together to address this issue.
We just want to show our viewers the route that you took. We're just going to show them a map of what you actually did. If you can just talk me through that, and then we can show our viewers that.
Yeah, so we basically cycled from the border of Nepal, India, in Kakravita towards Kathmandu for a week, and then from there we retraced the journey of Edmund Hillary and Tenzin Norgay's first summit to Everest through, without taking the flight, through Dhamdara. There's a place where they walked all the way to the base camp, which is about a week or 9 days trek to the base camp. So I basically, with my team, we took our bicycle. We pushed most of the way, of course, carried it, and rode where we could to the base camp. And
if you just sort of, we've got this map on our screen, so if you can just talk me through the distance, how long it took, and the actual distance of it.
So yeah, the cycling part, we covered, I think, almost 500 kilometers cycling through it. And then the trekking, of course, it was slow and arduous. So it was about 75 to 80 kilometers of trekking along the Himalayas. And
this was all uphill?
All uphill, yes.
Yeah, I mean, how much training did that...
So when we started the cycling campaign, we were down in the plains, almost sea level. And then when we finished the campaign, it was 5,500 meters above sea level. So that gradient, the change in the temperature and vegetation, everything it's been difficult for the body to adapt. But I've been preparing it for the last couple of years, actually, since the COVID, where I first had this inception of this idea.
And of course, you, by doing this journey, were able to see firsthand the impact of climate change.
Definitely. Like when I cycled through the plains, there was, on the third day, I couldn't cycle for most part of the day because it was too hot. I got nauseous, I got sick, I was almost throwing up. It was too hot. And then around the same time, there were news that certain sections of Asia, they were hitting all-time high heat records. So in May, so there's new heat records, and clearly the impact of global warming. And as I went above to the base camp, like Hakpa Nuri, the person who brought the ice to us, he summited Everest 22 times, and he's been doing that for 20 years. And, getting to hear about the change from him firsthand, saying that now there is very less ice
than what it was before. And just tell me, do you think that world leaders are listening to your plight and the concerns?
Well, that's the whole idea. I mean, if not now, definitely by the COP28, because that's what we are all gearing towards, going there and to rally everyone to hear this message, because it's a huge responsibility for the campaign, because we are really carrying this voice of the communities that are impacted. And 1.9 billion, it's like a quarter of the population of the world, is directly or indirectly impacted by these ice and snow along the Hindu Kush Himalayas. So it's a big deal, and we really want to represent that voice accurately and as sincerely, honestly as possible, and get their messages across. So that's why we're doing this campaign.
Jamyang,
taking it to...
Yeah, Jamyang Wanchuk, thank you so much for joining us here on the program.
Thank you.